Hi all, it's V, and welcome to Curetes, gateway to the ancient city of Ephesus. Ephesus is one of the largest and most impressive ancient cities in the world. Welcome to the port of Curetes. It is very close to Ephesus, one of my bucket list places. I can't wait to show you Ephesus and everything that we see. I know we see the library. I know we see some public toilets. Side by side, there's nothing like chatting politics while sitting on the toilet. We see two theaters, and it's only partially excavated, so there's a lot to see. So I'll show you what we saw. Thought to be founded in the 10th century by Greeks, Ephesus flourished under Persian, Hellenistic, and Roman rule. It was capital of Roman Asia Minor, where it was an important city for trade, culture, and early Christianity. It was home to one of the seven wonders of the ancient world, and early Christians like the apostles Paul and John, and the Virgin Mary at the end of her life. Today you can literally walk the same marble road that they walked, along with people like Mark Antony and Cleopatra. The road hasn't changed. You're literally walking in the footsteps of history. A Roman bath. In their day, they would have been covered with marble tiles. At one point, 250,000 people lived here, and they abandoned it at 600 AD because it became a marshland. These are original pipes. They lined them with lead, which unfortunately led to people getting sick. But it's amazing how the Romans carried water. This is the Agora. Oh, there's an Ephesus cat. Still holding political power here. Yeah, look at him looking at all the tourists. This is the small theater. There's a much larger one. It is now a UNESCO World Heritage Site and a fascinating place to visit. Plus, it's home to several dogs and cats that are very well cared for and sleep a lot when it's sunny. If you watch till the end, you'll see some adorable cat photos. Thanks so much for watching. Hope you enjoy it. So that used to be the port of Ephesus. This marble walkway is original. All the marble is original. This is a sign of a pharmacy and a doctor. This is Nike. There would have been shops here, and down at the end is the library, which is the most famous building here.
This art guide just pointed out we are walking on the same streets as Mary and Paul, Cleopatra, Mark Antony, Mary, the Apostles, Paul and John.
Paul and John.
All walked on this road. Mark Antony, Cleopatra. How incredible is that? And it's the exact same road, it hasn't changed. And this is the headless doctor. He tried to find a cure for malaria. Under the white tarp there are houses, and that's where Antony and Cleopatra stayed. This was a pool, and there was a fountain and a statue of the emperor, and that's his foot. And the statue of this foot and the fountain is from 200 AD. So these would be terraced houses, and down here were shops. And here is a mosaic tile floor. How stunning is that mosaic tile? This is another bath. Temple dedicated to Hadrian. And that is Medusa to protect the temple. Public toilets, yes, that many, and they sat side by side and chatted. This is a pool. This is a sarcophagus. Because it's in the city, it must have been someone very important. They usually bury their dead outside the city. This is the library, one of the largest libraries in ancient times. This is the marketplace. This is the big theater. This is the Garfield of Ephesus. He has his own Instagram account. This is a fabulous shot of the big theater. They're obviously working on it. You can hear it. There are more sarcophagus, so they would be very important people. The theater gymnasium.
The stadium and the bath here have been waiting to be excavated. They haven't done anything yet in these two places. So you had no idea about the size of Ephesus, before coming here. And it's only 55% you have seen so far. Almost half of it is still underground. And this is why, they say it's actually 200 years more.
The Temple of Artemis used to be in this field, but there's not much left. She said it was the biggest temple built to Diana, Artemis.